What's good, Panther Nation? Welcome back to Carolina's Armchair GM with your host, me, CJ. I appreciate everybody stopping through. If you joined me the last time, we talked about the cap space for the Carolina Panthers in a series I like to call Is the Money Right? Now, the first topic of this series was about Miles Sanders and the potential cap savings that the Panthers might have if they release him. Okay. And we saw that if the Panthers cut him before June the 1st, the potential cap savings would be about $5.2 million. All right. Now, before we get into this episode's topic, I want to remind everybody, if you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thank you for coming back. But please, whatever you do on your way in or on your way out, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Help me get my channel going. I'm working towards my first goal of 500 subscribers. So if you please help me get there, I would greatly appreciate you. Now, the topic of this episode is none other than Shy Tuttle. All right. Now, don't look at me funny. I know I'm not the only one that wondered what Shy stood for. And this whole time, all I had to do was go and Google it. So, yeah, that's why I said his whole name. All right. But we're going to take a look at Shy Tuttle and his contract and how cutting him may be able to save the Panthers some money. All right, everybody. If you look at Shy Tuttle's current contract and we scroll down, Shy Tuttle signed a 3-year, $19.5 million contract with the Panthers back in 2023. All right. $13 million is fully guaranteed, including a $5.42 million signing bonus. Tuttle's base salaries in 23 and 24 are both fully guaranteed. If on the roster on the third day of the 2025 league year, he will receive a $1 million bonus. Okay. Now, it does say a 3-year contract, but September of 2024, Shy Tuttle did get his contract restructured. Him and Taylor Moton got their contracts restructured on the same day to clear up about $11 million in cap space, because at the time the Panthers were a little over $4 million over the cap, which was the highest in the league at that particular time. Okay. So that's why you have these void years on the end of his contract for 2026, 27, and 28. If we were to cut Shy Tuttle pre-June 1st, as you can see, we would have a dead cap hit of $6.1 million, but we would save $3.2 million. Now, I know last time when I was looking at Miles Sanders' contract, I did put the option up here for a post June 1st cut. But as I have learned today, scrolling through over the cap, that post June 1st cut does not help the team in free agency. Okay, all this cap space that will be saved up. So the $2.8 million in dead cap here and the $6.5 million in cap savings would not post until June the 2nd. All right. So even though this looks good and it spreads out that cap hit over the rest of these void years of the contract, the Panthers would not be able to take advantage of this money during free agency. The best option for Shy Tuttle would be to cut him before June 1st. And it would probably be the better option for the Panthers to go ahead and cut him before his roster bonus is due on the third day of the new league year. All right. So, but this is his contract breakdown. And like I said, he did get his contract restructured last year. Him and Taylor Moton did on the same day. So we do have these voided years down here at the bottom of his contract. The Panthers would save $3.2 million in cap space if they cut him before June 1st. All right. And I also wanted to take a look at Shy Tuttle's numbers according to PFF. All right. So if we look at his overall grade from this year, 42.7. Pass rush grade, 51.4. Run defense grade, 33.5, which was 205th out of 219 interior defensive linemen. Okay. The pass rush grade was 198th out of 219 interior defensive linemen. His overall grade was 191st out of 219 interior defensive linemen. All right. So he had 32 solo tackles, no sacks, 14 assists, and 1 forced fumble. All right. Now, if we were to go back to 2023, now, mind you, his grades are better across the board here. Overall grade of 52.9, pass rush 57.8, Run defense, 52.8. Kind of the same numbers down here, 32 solo tackles. He did have 1 sack, 9 assists, and 0 forced fumbles. And I bring all of this up to say this. I do believe that Shy Tuttle is not a bad interior defensive lineman. The one thing I do believe is that Shy Tuttle is playing out of position. Okay. I do not believe he is a true nose tackle, especially in this 3-4 scheme. And when Evero took over, the bigger the bigger nose tackles that we had Marquand McCall and John Pennicini, and they were both 340 pounds plus. All right. And they both get cut. John Pennicini did not pass his physical, and I forgot what happened with Marquand McCall. All right. They bring in Shy Tuttle. Now, mind you, Shy Tuttle played in a 4-3 defense down in New Orleans before he got here. So he had another defensive tackle lined up beside him. Now, mind you, the numbers for last year were better. Maybe that was because of Derek Brown not being out the entire season. Maybe, maybe not. Our run defense last year was not as bad as it was this year, but it definitely wasn't anything to write home about. So my thoughts on this, if Shy Tuttle, if we were switching to another defense, say a 4-3 defense, he may have a chance to, not necessarily prove himself, but we all saw what he can do down in New Orleans. I thought he was a decent player, probably why the Panthers brought him in here. Okay. But I think we could probably see better of him in the different defensive scheme. Now, mind you, Evero is back. The scheme is not changed. It's still going to be a 3-4. My personal opinion, maybe the only thing that helps Shy Tuttle out is if he switches from, that nose tackle position to one of the defensive end positions that Derek Brown and Ashawn Robinson currently occupies. Okay, maybe he'll be a rotational piece, but him staying at that nose tackle position is not the move. Okay, it is not the move, and we have seen the results of that all season long. Okay, what I ask of you, Panther Nation, is let me know in the comments how you feel about Shy Tuttle. All right, if we were to cut him this season, the Panthers would have a $6 million dead cap hit, but there would be a $3.2 million cap savings that they could use that money elsewhere to help sign other free agents. Okay, so y'all let me know. Also, let me know what y'all think about Shy Tuttle in general. Okay, do you agree or disagree with my assessment of him? That he's a decent defensive tackle, but he is just in the wrong scheme. You think he would do better if he were in another defensive scheme where they ran a 4-3 instead of a 3-4? Okay, so just let me know. I'd love to hear from everybody. All right, and again, as always, if you're new to the channel, thank you for showing up. If you're returning, I appreciate you coming back. But whatever you do on your way out, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Again, I'm on my way to my first goal of 500 subscribers, and all the help is greatly appreciated. Okay. And as always, Panther Nation, I'm going to leave y'all with 3 things. Number 1, y'all be good. Number 2, y'all be safe. And number 3, as always, Panther Nation, keep pounding, man. We'll see you.